Hello, pretty people. I hope you're having a beautiful day. It's the 1st of October. Happy October. It's my birthday month, which I just wanted to come and say hi to you all and give you an update as far as where I am. I'm in training, carrier training, and we'll start selling plans here on the 15th, officially a Medicare insurance agent. I just want to come and encourage you to become the best version that you could possibly become of yourself, walking intentionally towards your vision and figuring out what is it that you need to become that best version of you. As your best version is the one that is going to be able to really connect and align with your purpose. And when you're connected with your purpose, you're connected to your creator. Your creator is going to start giving you gifts, start giving you grace. He's going to start giving you presence of mind, ideas, and all these things can be blocked if you aren't really tapped into the best version of yourself, because you are tired, you don't have that awareness, or you don't have the drive to even create a video, like a new career in the insurance industry, in this insurance sector with life and Medicare. So I am very, very tired at times, but every morning my body gets up and it wakes up. Why? Because I have been very intentional about giving it nutrition and giving it rest and giving it water, giving it meditation, giving myself everything that I need. And I know that because of that, God is taking care of me. He loves to see when you take care of your temple, and He gives you blessings along the way. And your dreams, doing these two things together, building your dreams and becoming the best version of yourself, creates this time stamp on your life where it kind of folds everything together and aligns your activities. And not only is it being aligned, but along the pathway where there's obstacles, you're learning skills. And as you're becoming the best version of yourself, He is sharpening your skills. He's aligning to match the obstacles that you're going through. So once you learn how to overcome whatever the obstacle is, now if that's something of purpose, you can use that. It may not be your passion, but it still solves a problem most likely a lot of people are facing. So start by solving the problem that God has put into your space. Once you overcome that obstacle, tell other people how to do it. That is the beauty of purpose, because it just keeps going. It's a continuous cycle. You're able to change your life, and then you're able to change someone else's life just by providing some solutions to everyday life problems, especially when it comes to the matters of the heart. Okay. So trust. When you get to an obstacle, trust and walk by faith and not by sight. Do not walk by what you see. Do not fear. Just do what you know you're supposed to do. Continue to move forward. And as you move forward through the obstacle and figuring out how to fix whatever the problem is, God will send you some help. He will send you someone with a gift. For example, I've been stressing a little bit about my fob key remote, and the battery's going dead in it. Not only that, it's been going dead for many weeks now, and I haven't taken the time to get the battery. So every time I get into the car, I have to really go ahead of time and hope that morning I woke up and there was nothing left to the battery. And I had to take my daughter to work, my son to school. My daughter's car is being repaired, so I'm running errands, trying to find parts for her car. And my battery is completely dead. And I knew ahead of time. And I talked to God about it, and I was like, God, I do not have time. Please allow this battery to continue to work. Just leaving it in God's hands was me walking by faith that something, somewhere, somehow, this is going to be fixed. I just felt that because I'm already doing everything I can. And I probably could have got on ChatGPT and prompted to tell me what battery I needed, and then went and got a battery or ordered a battery on Amazon. A long time ago I should have did that, but I did not. And so this morning, voila, dead battery. And me and the kids were standing outside of the car, and across the street there's a warehouse with workers. And let's pause right there because it's a story there too. Okay, so this warehouse with workers is right across the street from my home. And even though the street is wide, they have a hard time maneuvering in and out of their driveway because they have so many trucks. So last year they hit my mailbox and tore it up, and they offered to replace it, and I said no, it's okay. The mailbox was old and I was going to replace it anyway. It's fine. So long story short, it happened again this year, and this time I didn't say anything. I did look across the street to see if anybody was, going to say anything, and they didn't. So coming back, give me a second. So it happened again, and this was a couple weeks ago. I didn't say anything, and I put my box back together. I saw a guy walking out of the warehouse, and he kind of tucked his head and kept walking straight, didn't even look at me. So I knew they knew what was up. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna worry about it. Long story short, I did not get a new mailbox, so that's the same old mailbox that has been hit. Definitely still need to get another mailbox. But anywho, I didn't say anything, and I just felt on my heart like I knew that they would replace it if I needed it, and I didn't feel like being confrontational. So today, while we were standing outside of the car and the door was locked and I couldn't get in, they asked, the guys were outside and they saw me and the kids, and they asked, everything's okay? We're trying to get into the car won't open. In my mind, I'm like, this is it, right? This is it. God, I know you got me on this one. Warehouse too, so they have like little electronics and gadgets and stuff. He came across instead of saying, hey, help me unlock my car, my immediate thought was, fob's battery is dead. My fob is dead. And I showed him the keys, and he was like, oh, we have batteries over here. I have blah, blah, blah. And that's easy. That's an easy fix. So he went and got a battery and replaced the battery into my fob. Crisis averted. Got to school on time. Got to work on time. Got my battery replaced. I didn't have to do anything. He took it apart and put it back together. And then he pointed out that on the key, I could have just taken out the actual key and unlocked the door. But either way, that's not the point. The point is that God made sure I was taken care of. The gift, not only did I get that favor, but I also understood I have to be really, really aware. I need that awareness. I need to be able to connect the dots that he's leaving these breadcrumbs for us to follow, really bread loaves, but most people find it really hard to pick up on things. He's leaving these things and you're like, oh, this is a problem. No, it isn't. It's just an opportunity waiting to happen, and God is working to fit all the puzzle pieces into place. And you have to be alert enough and aware enough to know that this is going on, all behind the scenes, all without seeing anything. But I knew when that guy waved at me. I knew it. Who it was, and I knew why he was there. It's comforting. It's very comforting to know. And I have a lot of stories like that I could go on and on about. Every day there's little miracles that happen along the way, and you have to figure out what it is that I don't want to say what it is that God's going to do for you, but what it is that God has for you. And you have to be super open. You have to be super aware. You got to keep your head on a swivel. You got to be looking. Hold on. Okay, I don't know where I left off, but I believe it's where I was saying that having favor is comforting. Having favor is amazing because it gives you, first of all, you have to be alert. So it gives you that endorphin rush when the thing that you know is supposed to happen starts. You're getting all these feel good feelings. For one, it's exciting. For another, it's confirmation that you're doing what you're supposed to do. And it's extremely gratifying. So yeah, when you're doing what you need to do, you will be blessed. If you're disciplined and you're consistent, that's a universal law. So that's where I'm going to pivot into self-care, because I don't have any chronic, critical, or terminal illnesses. As healthy as a horse. And I just think that I should maybe have some sort of ailment just based on all the things that I've been through, but nothing. And I haven't taken supplements in 6 months, and it doesn't matter. My gut has healed. It's been a year and 3 months since it started my health journey, taking supplements. And in that time, I think the first 6 months I couldn't really tell. I could tell and feel it in energy wise, but now I see it. So let me show you what is going on. Let me show you what's going on, because in this last month, September was crazy. September was wild. I'll say that. September was wild. And I got into ketosis and autophagy, and all those things you hear about, and you're like, is that really happening? Is that really true? Yes. Getting into keto. So, and I've seen people do it, but I just wasn't able to do it, especially during COVID. Everybody's like, oh my goodness. So let me show you. This is my journal. And I can go through the list of the things that I actually do on a daily basis to try and balance my divine feminine with being a boss. I wake up in the morning, so immediately there's self-care. I'm doing breath work and I'm praying. Then maybe later on I start doing yoga and stretch at some point, maybe in the afternoon once I've warmed up and gone outside if I need to sun, or maybe got on a vibration plate so that my body could warm up and the blood could get flowing and my lymphatic system to drain. All those good feeling hormones, you want to pack that in, okay? And then I might walk in the evening, and while I'm walking, I'm meditating. and I'm journaling and I'm resting. Those are the key elements. And then water. I'm not going to leave that out because that's your fuel. I know you think food is your fuel, but if you are in ketosis, which means you most likely are in intermittent fasting, then you're not really eating, and you're gonna feel fine. You're not gonna be hungry. I I just was seriously thirsty, like all the time. So I had to learn when my voice starts to crack, I need to get a drink. My throat's dry, which means I'm dehydrated. So those are some tips. And let me go ahead and show you where I am. This shirt is a shirt that I purchased to go to convention in Georgia. So I purchased this, and now let's see. My Kit Kat.